Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Nick here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the brand new, newly announced Canon EOS Rebel T4i. The T4i is the successor to the Canon T3i, which is the camera that I record on right now, and overseas it'll be called the Canon EOS 650D. So, as the successor to the T3i, it's supposed to have a whole bunch of brand new awesome features that are going to make it a much better camera, and it surely doesn't disappoint there. The camera was just announced yesterday or the day before yesterday, who knows, and it's scheduled to release later this year or later this month actually. And let us take a look and see how many cool features are implemented in this newer update. So first of all, if we look at the body of the cameras look almost identically the same, putting them side by side. The only difference is some minor tweaks to the body of the T4i. The T4i still has the same articulating LCD screen, however the LCD screen is going to be smudge resistant as well as touchscreen, so now you can swipe back and forth between your photos and pinch to zoom on your photos just like you would on an iPhone or an Android powered device. Also on the top of the phone you're going to see a dual stereo microphone setup, so that should be a lot better than the built-in mono microphone that's found on the EOS T3i. And remember, it still will have that built-in microphone input jack on the side of it so that you can input a second microphone or a better microphone and those kind of things. And the last thing that's put on the body that makes it a little bit different is we have a couple of updates to the shooting modes, as well as a couple of different shooting modes, such as a handheld night scene shooting mode as well as an HDR backlit shooting mode. Or, I'm sorry, HDR backlight control shooting mode. In addition to all of those new features, the camera is also going to be supporting a upgraded version of Canon's 18 megapixel CMOS sensor. This sensor is going to make it so you have a whole bunch of improved different controls over autofocus. So it's going to have a lot better autofocus, and this is actually the first Canon DSLR that will support continuous autofocus while recording. So if you guys don't know, you can't actually autofocus these cameras while you're actually recording. So right now if I wanted to press the autofocus button, it wouldn't be able to autofocus. But the T4i will be the first Canon DSLR that will allow it to autofocus during video capture, so that'll be pretty handy. So 18 megapixels, the same as the T3i, so we should be getting around the same kind of picture quality. Also, the T4i will have another step in the ISO department. I have no idea what I said by that, but basically it goes from ISO 100 to ISO 12800, whereas the T3i and the successors before it went all the way from ISO 100 to ISO 6400, so this should make it a little bit better within low light. Also, with that new autofocus system that they're implementing, they're going to be calling it silent autofocus system, so it's going to make it so that it'll make a whole lot less noise while you're autofocusing. So while it's autofocusing while recording video, it shouldn't be making all of that random noise that comes when a camera autofocuses. And to go along with this new autofocus system, they'll be implementing two brand new lenses, which should be right over there, and that should have the price and the name next to that overall, so that should be how much the lens costs and the name of the lens. And those lenses are going to be made to be specifically working with this brand new silent autofocus system. And now let's go and see some sample images. So I was able to actually find some sample images from this by visiting Canon's Australia website. I know that seems a little bit weird, but let's take a look at some of those sample images right now. So they should just be appearing right behind me and all of that kind of stuff, and these are the sample images. And if you want to see those sample images, feel free to check the link down below to the Australia site. I actually have no idea why it was found on the Australia site, just that's where I found them. And now let's go on and see how much they cost. The T4i body only should cost around $849.99 US. With the lens it should cost around $949.99, and then these are the prices for all of the lenses that are going to be coming with it, but separately. And they also have a movie bundle, which let me just check how much that costs. And the movie bundle should cost $1,199, and that should be bundled with this lens right over here. And so that's it. That is the Canon Rebel T4i, which is going to be a pretty great successor to the Canon T3i. It should be coming out later this month, so later on in June. But don't worry, they're also going to be keeping the T3i in shelves, so if you guys are still looking to buy an entry-level DSLR but you don't want to shell out the money for the T4i, the T3i should be available at a lower price sometime in the future. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. And yes, my outros are still very, very weird, but we will get past that later. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.